In today's video, I'm going to be covering the 3 best budget smartwatches in 2024. Firstly, we have the CMF smartwatch, and the CMF smartwatch is designed to excel at the basics, which is exactly what the company behind it, CMF, aims for. CMF stands for color, material, and finish. But does it live up to their goal of simplicity and quality? Let's start with the basics. It features a 1.6-inch square display. One downside is its thick, slightly uneven bezels, which can be a bit annoying. However, if you're a fan of the Apple Watch's look, you'll appreciate its similar design. It has just one button on the side, so there's no rotating knob. Charging is done via USB, which means no wireless charging here. But remember, this smartwatch isn't about flashy features, it's all about keeping things simple. Keeping it simple also brings other benefits. For instance, it has excellent battery life. CMF claims it can last up to 13 days, though in real-world use, expect to go several days without worrying about a recharge. The lightweight apps ensure there's barely any lag, and since it relies on your phone for some features like music and voice controls, it's very efficient. At just $69.99, it's a great deal for anyone looking for a straightforward smartwatch. To sum it up, the CMF smartwatch offers great battery life, minimal lag, a simple yet effective design, and an easy-to-use interface, all for just $69.99. It's a fantastic option if you want a basic, reliable smartwatch. So for our second smartwatch, we have the Amazfit Bip 5 Unity. At first glance, the Amazfit Bip 5 might look quite similar to the CMF smartwatch by nothing, but don't be fooled, these two are quite different. While the CMF smartwatch focuses on simplicity and essential performance, the Amazfit Bip 5 packs in as many features as possible for your money. Let's talk about some of the things this watch can do that the CMF smartwatch can't. The Amazfit Bip 5 offers wireless charging, on-device voice commands, and access to over 70 mini apps and games. However, more features don't necessarily make it better than the CMF smartwatch. It all comes down to what you're looking for. Starting with the basics, the Amazfit Bip 5 has a 300 mAh battery, slightly smaller than the CMF's 340 mAh battery. Its 1.91-inch display is a bit smaller than the CMF's 1.96-inch screen. However, it's incredibly lightweight at just 24 grams, half the weight of the CMF smartwatch, and at the same price point of $69.99, it's a strong contender. The Bip 5 also boasts wireless charging, which is always a nice touch, and an impressive 120 sports modes. So, while there are areas where the Amazfit Bip 5 excels, and others where it falls short compared to the CMF smartwatch, your choice ultimately depends on your personal preferences. Another neat feature is that the watch automatically detects when you're exercising and selects the most suitable sport mode. So, if you're after a feature-packed smartwatch with plenty of options, the Amazfit Bip 5 is a fantastic choice for $69.99. On to our last smartwatch of this video, the Xiaomi Mi Band 8. Note that this smartwatch is more focused on being a fitness tracker than an actual smartwatch, but it can still do both pretty well for its price. Let's start with the design, because it doesn't look anything like the other smartwatches. It's got a vertical 1.62-inch display with a 60Hz refresh rate, which is super solid for its price. It's nice and bright and has an always-on display like the other smartwatches. Whether you like the design or not will mostly come down to personal preference, but one thing you will unfortunately notice is the bands. Due to the new design, the bands can easily fall off, and you might not even notice because it's so lightweight. So, my advice is to get a strap with a buckle instead of the normal one to reduce the chance of it falling off. Let's talk about the specs. Firstly, as I said, it's got a vertical 1.62-inch display, which is big enough, but some people might not like that it's vertical. It has a 60Hz refresh rate, which is really good for a smartwatch at this price. Apart from that, it's got all the sensors you need except for GPS, so you'll have to bring your phone with you for GPS, which isn't handy if you're going for long runs, for example. Now for the UI. If you've ever used a Mi Band before, it will look pretty similar. For anyone that hasn't, it's pretty similar to using an Apple Watch or any Wear OS-based smartwatch with a few fewer functions, but that's expected at this price range. You can see all your notifications from your phone by swiping down, and if you swipe up, you open the app launcher. You can also configure all your widgets by swiping left or right. For the app launcher, it's all pretty basic stuff. Everything you would need from your smartwatch. There are also plenty of watch faces you can install from your phone. So to summarize, it's a decent OLED screen with a 60Hz refresh rate, which is surprisingly good for this price. It's got all the sensors you need, except for GPS, which is a bit of a letdown. The battery is good with 190 mAh. It will easily last you a few days. It's also really lightweight at only 24 grams, making it really comfortable to wear. The UI is also pretty good. You can customize the watch faces from your phone, and you can also configure your widgets. You can see all your phone's notifications by swiping down and open the app launcher by swiping up, which has all the basic stuff you would need from a smartwatch. And there you have it, the Xiaomi Mi Band 8. A great option if you're on a budget and need a solid fitness tracker with some smartwatch capabilities. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let us know in the comments which budget smartwatch you think is the best. Also make sure to check out my blog post on throughtheeyesofateenager.com for more in-depth reviews and tech tips. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tech reviews and tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.